I honestly wasn't sure what.
Every
All right, let's move on.
There we go. I turned off the music and I didn't turn over the thing. Oh man, it is just a rough Monday. Woo! All right. Ooh, that's got some kick to it. Fuck. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Let's keep going. Battlefield 6. Oh, yo, this music is good. October 28th. That's pretty soon. What's the date today? Oh, well. How's it going, Nigel? Welcome. A little bit of a rough start to the Monday story. So, for whatever fucking reason, on so it started on Thursday night, and then the night before that. So the night before that, I think I had a collective of like 4 hours of sleep, and then Friday, I think I had a collected amount of about, actually no, it was Wednesday. I had like 4 hours of sleep. Thursday, I had a total of 3 hours of sleep, if that, or four, three. No, I'd say it's about three. Friday night, I think I finally was able to fall asleep at like 2:30 in the morning. And then I was like, I've got a problem. So I stopped drinking caffeine and have been mostly been able to fall asleep at a reasonable-ish time. Because like whenever I lay down, I'm able to like go to sleep. That's the nice part. But I haven't been able to do that. And I got off the caffeine. I haven't had any Saturday or Sunday. And Sunday, I was just up late because we just wanted to stay up because it sucked that the weekend was becoming the over. We stayed up until like 11. And then like, I was like, man, I really don't want to start the stream. And I got up and started the stream because that's how life works. And yeah. My self-motivation has been tested this day. Not very much, but I think I fried myself because I used to drink a shitload of it. I used to drink, like, I'd have all my coffee black, and I would always get, like, the most, like, heavy caffeinated coffee you could find, and I would drink, like 3-4 cups of that shit a day. Sometimes more. And then that toppled with the energy drinks that I used to drink. Whew! Man, it's a mess. It's a mess, I'll say that. It's a mess. Terry Crews is in this Call of Duty, it's just like that. I shit you not, I have a vase with sunflowers in it right now that looks just like that. Yeah, I that's why I like, and it was only like tea. I would have this filled with like tea. With a little bit of tea, not a lot of tea. And, I guess that was just too much. My body just has a natural reaction to it, so. Oh well. I don't like how this commercial made Terry Crews look like a bitch. Not a big fan of that at all. This looks cool. What is that? Oh, that looks crazy. What the hell? What the fuck? Wait, what? Hold on. What? Is that like... Is this like a Minecraft thing? Oh, you can export the map! That's crazy! Huh. Oh, that's crazy! So you can make this and then export it into Minecraft.
Every day, Los Sueños Police Department officers put their lives on the line to protect our city.
Find that bomb.
And every day, they get results.
Clear on my go. Go, go, go.
In just the past few months alone, We've seized 4.2 million metric tons of illegal drugs. Taken 427 million hardened criminals off our streets.
Damn.
And saved 821 million hostages.
We're gonna get you out of here.
Our officers are trained to respond with lethal force, only when absolutely necessary. 1.3 billion times, it's been either us or them.
Drop the weapon!
And every time,
The suspect is down.
it's going to be them. We're actively recruiting new officers to meet the challenges facing our city.
Go, go, go!
Are you ready to make a difference?
Take him down!
I think this game's already out. Yeah. So I guess that's just like the stats that everyone's done so far. That's kind of cool. What is this? What's this? Oh, you could choose to show that now? What the fuck? Oh. So, I would like to send a heartfelt thanks to Batman and Squatch for number 1, not striking the video, and number 2, being absolute and total badasses for enjoying the content. I got a comment from them over the weekend, boys, and they enjoyed it. That's another channel on our roster we'll be watching and viewing. I usually give it a few days before I click on a video. I don't want that. I want y'all's views to come a little bit more organically. I don't want to like infringe upon that, so that way you guys can do what y'all need to do on y'all's end to check y'all's analytics and stuff. I usually wait 2, 3, 4 days, give or take. This video completely killed it, though. Good job on the views, bro. I see that 51K down there. You guys are killing it. I love to see it. This is Batman and Bigfoot versus the Terminator. Let's get it.
Hey.
Oh, that's really quiet. Hold on.
This doesn't... Jack. The portal gun
There we go.
Hey. This doesn't look like the snacking shack. The portal gun malfunctioned. We're in 1984, Los Angeles. Note the shoulder
Ooh.
pads and the alarming lack of Wi-Fi signals.
1984? Is that why everything looks so analog?
Oh, you can't say that.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Where'd he come from? Also, is his junk blurry?
That's trippy.
Your clothes. Give them to me, now. My dude, I'm literally naked. This is my hair. It's the only thing I wear. We actually have the exact same physique under all this hair.
Negative. External fiber composite garment is required for mission parameters. You are wearing a high-grade, naturally produced fiber composite.
Give me the garment. Refusal will result in immediate termination.
Look, if you need clothes, there's a mall right over there.
Analysis complete. I require local monetary funds to acquire clothing.
See, Bats? He's a good guy. Just broke.
Yeah,
Come on, you
right.
have like $1 zillion. Spot the big
If
naked
this shit
dude
gets any more shredded, he's gonna have every goddamn girl within a 30-mile rate. Never mind.
some cash.
Fine. Do not lose this. It's an Amex Black.
Currency acquired. I will now procure a suitable external fiber composite garment. And perhaps some bitchin' transportation.
No, clothes only. And like one outfit.
Squatch! That was a T-800 Terminator. It's here to kill Sarah Connor. We have to find her before he finishes his shopping. Man, this
My
decade
God,
is so
y'all remember
boring.
y'all remember not newspapers, phone books? I love how now people are so aggro about people knowing your location. You know that in a phone book, used to, it would have your name and your address and your phone number in a phone book. You could literally find everything you needed to know about somebody in a phone book just by knowing their name.
No high-def streaming, no decent food trucks.
Quiet, Big G. I'm conducting a forensic search. The name is Sarah Connor. Her address and phone number are right here.
Holy smokes, Bat. You just found a person without a single pop-up ad. That is next level dark magic, bro.
Well, that's why they call me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. We all know.
We have to beat a killer robot who is probably busy deciding between parachute pants and a sensible pair of corduroys.
Oh, there she is.
Sarah Connor, you are in mortal danger. Come with us if you want to live.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Is this about the litter boxes? Because I told the landlord that's a communal space.
This is about the future, lady. You're gonna give birth to the leader of the human resistance, and this big, naked Terminator guy from the future is here to kill you.
From the future? Seriously? If you wanted to take me out, big boy, all you had to do was ask.
He's an unstoppable cybernetic assassin.
Okay, where is he then?
Yeah. Good point. He should have been here by now, don't you think? You don't think he would misuse the card, would he? Good Lord. That card is linked to the Wayne Foundation's main discretionary fund. Oh no, you think he's, like, terminating your credit? He could be here any minute. We need to move.
Not his credit.
And I'm putting a freeze on that card.
I love that jacket in the window. It's totally radical.
It really is. We should go check it out.
Oh man, that's creepy. What the fuck?
Ugh, hurry up. It's been forever.
Bro, looks like Tetris.
I must blend in to the local populace to avoid detection.
He looks like Tetris. Yo, Loki, I would wear that.
Problem with monetary device detected.
That cheap bastard. New secondary objective. Terminate Batman.
Hey! You gotta pay for those. You can't just leave.
I'll be back.
What the fuck? You can't just leave and come back to pay when you want, fool. That's not how retail works. I said I'll be back.
Man, you gonna get me fired.
Oh, what the fuck? What's with all the expensive cars?
You know, Big G, my last boyfriend, Rudy, bless his heart, he was built like a truck.
Why is Sarah Connor a cat mom right now? What the fuck?
Too.
I think she likes you, Squatch. Well, Bats, to be honest, she's exactly my type. With less hair. Hey, a cop is pulling you over. That's no cop.
Oh, Quick
That's the
Six
Terminator.
Productions. How's it going? Sorry, I didn't see your message. It's Batman and Squatch versus the Terminator. It's AI-made video. Oh! Yo, his eyes! Oh my god!
Holy crash landing, Squatch! Are you okay?
Oh, shit. That was crazy as fuck.
Where's my cat?
Fuck that cat. We gotta get out of here.
What the fuck is that?
This is my fight, big.
Why is he like 3 times the size of the car?
Keep her safe.
Got it, Bats. Let's go, cat lady.
Oh, you mean I can finally get you alone?
Hey, no way. It's like Mortal Kombat. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, he's grabbing.
Thanks, Squatch. What took you so long? Where's Sarah?
I had to say goodbye to her. She's on her way to hide out in the mountains as we speak, Bats.
Oh, wait a second. What is it, Bats? Kyle Reese. The resistance fighter. He was supposed to come back in time. He was supposed to hook up with Sarah Connor. That's how John Connor's conceived. He's the father. But where is Reese? We never saw him. Without him, there is no John Connor.
Well, we did our best.
Yeah. Let's go, Big G. We're done here.
Right? Oh my god, the cats. Bro, the cats.
It's time. Push. It's almost here.
Well, I sure as hell.
Yo! Yo! Push! Yeah, that ain't happening today. Not today, Halls. Maybe some other time.
Hope so.
There's the baby.
I guess women back then were just built different.
I was supposed to name him John. Or Jim or something.
Oh my god! Oh, no way! Oh, fuck. Oh my god, that was too good, bro. Oh, that was too good. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was too good.
Whoa!
Oh man.
Where'd he come from? Also, is his junk blurry?
You know, Big G, my last boyfriend, Rudy, bless his heart, he was built like a truck, too. Hey, a cop is pulling you over! That's no cop.
What
That's
the
the Terminator!
Damn. Whoa, what the fuck happened there?
We have to move. That thing is right behind us. Got it, Bats. Let's go, cat lady.
Oh, you mean I can finally get you alone?
Well, we
Damn.
Let's go, Big G.
Could have been a
We're
different
done here.
breed right there. What? Oh man, that was too good. W, Bat, and Squatch. Go check them out. Hit a like on their video. Give them a like. Give them a sub. Give them some love. They need it. They need it. They want it. Who doesn't?
Link thing? Shout drop.
I can't even hear this. What the fuck is going on, dude? Why is the audio so low now?
Rhett and Link thing? Shout out to Rhett and Link for slipping up and dropping a Collargate reference.
For context, Rhett and Link are some of the biggest and most OG YouTubers ever.
Never heard of them. Sorry, I'm checking. Ooh, I'm checking.
So I have a bark collar, and I put it on vibrate. I'm not like, so Hassan.
Let's not get. Okay.
Oh, couldn't be calling out Hassan.
And everybody's like, oh, that's not where we go.
Nope.
And we're not. But I'm just saying, I have a vibration collar.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
We're not even gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about this shit. I think this might be the single most consequential thing that Hassan has ever done.
And you know why? It's because the people that follow Hassan, the Israel and Palestine people that always seem to like... So, if, like, to give you an idea of how ingrained in his viewership the Israel and Palestine issue is, to give... what game? Elden Ring. When Elden Ring came out, Hassan wanted to play Elden Ring, but because of the Israel and the Palestine war with Gaza, he wasn't able to play Elden Ring. So now that that war is somewhat solved, guess where they're turning their attention to right now? Hassan and his dog. Promise you that's what's causing this uproar.
This is bigger than 9/11, Okay.
It's crazy that the one person that talked about that BS the most is now catching the most flack. His like entire viewership is like cannibalizing itself over him now.
This is
crazy.
Nope. It doesn't matter. You'll never be able to convince anybody. People being like, it's abuse. What kind of dog is forced to stay in one area for 5 hours? I was like, every dog. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to explain it.
No dog should be forced to sit on a mat in the back of in the side of a room on camera, not moving for 5 hours and being forced to that spot for 5 hours with no food, no water, and no bathroom break. Unless it's a dog that's been left alone in a house, but the dog still has free roam of the house. That's usually the only time that's okay for the dog to not use the bathroom. The other parts where the dog's not allowed to get water or food, or just stand up and stretch, are not okay.
So that everybody understands, and for the record, this isn't even the infamous clip that went viral. After 2 hours,
Bro,
the
you're
dog gets
totally
off
right.
the
Shot callers are going to sell like candy on Christmas,
minuscule platform. Hassan mutes his stream, moves his arm to the same place as 20 other clips, and then the dog jolts out of nowhere. The dog then stayed in the same spot for the next 5 hours, the same exact spot.
Okay, I will say this. Even though the dudes
I
that
don't think it helps him because he just keeps doing it too.
making the videos are weirdos. Some of them are talented, obviously. That's how they got like their
the
following.
memes.
Yeah, the memes are funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Respect. The memes are very funny. Like even that song, "She's My Palestine, I've Got the Power." That was.
Some of them are talented, obviously.
That song, by the way, my reaction to that song has almost hit 2,000 views. W song. That song is so good. I've actually pulled it up and listened to it over the weekend. Whoever made that song is legendary.
Like it or not, black people care about the border. Man, shut the fuck up. Black people care about the border. I don't give a fuck what black people care about. Oh, black people care about this. Black people care about that. Like, shut the fuck up.
Woo! So
Which streamer Amiru just dropped?
There was a huge, massive drama that dropped over the weekend between Imaru and Miskif. It was massive. I cannot give you the amount of massiveness in one word that this was over the weekend. We're talking everything under the sun.
And domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Ms. Kiff has done towards me. And
she did this on stream. Ms. Kiff is another content creator that she used to be with. And she went live. Asmon knew about this. Asmon kind of gave her some like pointers and helped her out through it. W asmongold, by the way. Any fucking dickhead who wants to come into my comments and shit on this man, you're gonna have to go through me, bitch. That's all I gotta say to you.
These issues, which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year, I have attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this issue and just not make it a public thing. I always tried my best to keep this to myself, but like I said, I feel like it's gone to the point, which I'll explain later, that
it's gotten so bad, she sat down with a lawyer and wrote out what she needed to say on stream. That's how bad it's gotten. This is the same girl that earlier last week, or actually last weekend, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, this is the same girl that got SA'd at Twitch. This is the one where the guy walked out of line and grabbed her and tried to kiss her, but this isn't the same guy. This is a different guy. So, on top of everything, she had to deal with the SA last weekend, and now she had to deal with coming out about this past weekend. Yep. Her life right now is an absolute fucking turmoil, brother. How's it going, Chad? Nice to see you here, man.
like it just has to be done.
And here's the kicker. We have the other guy's response to this video. I got it pulled up, boys. Because he, later that night, made a video trying to discredit her. Because the guy's still a very active streamer. He goes live every day. His name's Mizkif. That's his YouTube. That's his Twitch handle.
And I have always believed in not condemning people or starting drama online. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking, why am I doing this and why now? And I would like to explain that before I get started so that people understand what prompted me to do this today and that it's not.
So this is the reason why. So she moved in with Mizkif because Mizkif was going to be her safety, right? Because no matter where these Twitch streamers go, these women Twitch streamers, they have the unfortunate fact of life that they're going to be stalked and harassed constantly. It is just a fact of life. That is why it's so damn condemning for, that's why women, they go with VTubers now, because they don't have to worry about being stalked and harassed because they don't know who the person is. That's why it's so goddamn bad that TwitchCon, they had doxed these women VTubers. It's fucking annoying. Especially when you put all that time and effort into not revealing your like person just to be doxed at an event where you have to go. It's bullshit.
Just on a whim or something like that.
But she was kind of chased into Mizkif's arms because of that.
So, like I said, I took a lot of notes, so forgive me if I just end up reading off my notes.
We're gonna kind of skim through this because this is an hour long.
The probably most severe reason is that one of the rules that I set for myself a long time ago about withholding this information was that if I ever felt like somebody else was in danger or being hurt, I would then make myself speak about it. And 2 weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago now, I was informed by 3 separate people, one of whom was present for said incident, that he had done something similar to something that he had done to me, and to someone in LA at the end of September. And this person is not a streamer or content creator, but obviously that does not matter. And because of this, I cannot—
The person that he did what he did to her wasn't a content creator. It was just somebody who's not a face. But he still did it to other people.
Not in good conscience sit here, knowing that I know critical information about someone that almost no one else does and not say anything. I think that most issues and dramas should stay private and off the internet. And I still hold that belief to this day, and I will hold that belief going forward. However, there are certain things that cross the line, and I say that the line has been crossed too many times to be count.
A lot.
There's a point where I believe that people deserve to know. I think that at a certain point, if you know a lot of things about someone and you don't say anything to look out for others, it's wrong. It's wrong to keep it to yourself. I don't want what happened to me or what has happened to other people because of him to happen.
Hold on. She's so, like, softly spoken. I can't really, like... Oh, I turned it up. Okay. See that.
People. And stop behaving the way he does. People. And I don't believe he will ever stop behaving the way he does.
No, he won't. You know why he won't? Because you've never pulled this into the light. People stop behaving the way they do the minute they get caught. They're not sorry that they did what they did. They're sorry they got caught. When you make a press conference about something that's never come to light, talking about the things that you did, and then apologizing for them and saying that you've gotten help, that shows that you're sorry that you did what you did. But whenever someone exposes you for the little rat fuck you are, that just shows that you're sorry you got caught, motherfucker.
But regardless, yeah, like I said, one of the main reasons I decided to do this stream is to come out about all of this because I can't hold on to it any longer because it feels wrong to do so. And An honorable mention reason for why I'm doing this is that for a while, he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused. At TwitchCon, he approached one of my employees, threatening them and saying if I ever talked about him, he would destroy me.
Yep.
Multiple people have told me that his plan was to claim that I kill animals and that I killed my own rabbits, since I had several of my rabbits pass away over the course of 3 years while I lived with him. I'm sure he's probably listening now, and it's probably going to come as quite a shock to him that this information made its way back to me and that I've known for months. But if you try to threaten me to stay quiet, especially using my poor dead animals, I'm not going to stay quiet.
It's nuts.
Okay. So now that I've explained all the reasons why this took so long and why I made the decision to do this stream, I have a few more things I would like to get out of the way before I start talking about all of this.
It's not about me.
The way that I'm going to do this today is I'm going to run through everything from the end.
This is going to be kind of long, boys, so just kind of like lock in.
Oh.
I'm going to be showing a few. This is what I felt comfortable using today.
So these are screenshots of conversations that she's had with Miskiff.
That I'd like to mention for of about half of it say that other creators who were present for certain things. I'd like to mention before I start is that during my statement, I'm going to be mentioning directly the names of about half a dozen other creators who were present for certain things. And
this is huge. I don't think you understand how big this is. He was involved with a lot of people, and a lot of people have kind of come forward whenever she was doing it, her thing with the lawyer. He was part of an organization that Asmongold was a co-owner of, OTK, and I think he was still part of it, but I think they kicked him for different reasons, I believe, or allegations or something. It was for something. But OTK tried to stick by him for as long as they could, not realizing the gravity of the situation. But that was before all this came forward. But of course, Asmongold is no longer part of OTK. The last time he took his week vacation, he decided to separate. He chose to distance himself from OTK because he didn't want to write checks that OTK had to cash. He wanted to do his own thing, and, you know, look at where he's at now.
I want to say that none of these people did anything wrong. I'm just saying that they were there, and I've asked
OTK is an org on Twitch. Like, it's how Queso's part of Mythic Talent. It's somebody that helps you get views and, like, helps you with your sponsors, kind of like the VTuber orgs. Kind of like that. Kind of like that one shit VTuber org that I can't remember the name of it anymore.
They all said that it was fine to include their names, but I know this won't stop everyone, but I ask people, for the streamers that I mentioned, please don't go bothering them or asking them for more information. If there's something else that they want to say, they'll say it themselves, so there's no point to go pester them and bother them about it. There are also streamers who gave me permission to share things that they relayed to me privately, but asked me to redact their names, which I, of course, did. And the last thing that I want to make clear is that not every person that I interact with or that I'm friends with knew the extent of all of these things. I tried to keep things private with my questions. I didn't lie, and I told them the truth. You knew, and a lot of people, you know, didn't know everything or didn't know anything.
She's saying that a lot of people that were involved didn't know how, like, she was really good at keeping it private, so no one really knew. Unless Miskiff walked in and then something like that, like, you know, questions were asked, stuff like that.
I think that's,
So, like, there's no one that's really at fault for not saying anything, because no one knew. That's why she's trying to cover people so that way they don't feel threatened or anything.
All that I have to get out of the way.
In the context of like things that she says after, but not.
So, this is public information. I initially moved in. Sorry. I'm still sick, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I moved in with him. I believe it was the end of 2021. Because he offered, I was living alone at the time, and I was having stalker issues in Kansas, and I mean, you guys know, like,
yeah, we talked about that.
I'm just gonna come out and ship starting January 2022.
Yeah, so she was in a relationship, she moved in.
I'm not planning to go into too much detail. Point for the story are that it was, one, an extremely private relationship. It was even hidden from friends and people in the org, but I mean, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't even realize that she was in a relationship with Miskiff. Later on, people kind of put two and two together and realized.
It's not the issue, but
this gets really detailed, so like you're gonna have to bear with it.
You know, making that clear for details. He initially portrayed himself to me as someone who was very nice to girls and wanted to help me feel safe from stalkers and wanted me to succeed as a teammate and for feelings of safety. So yeah, besides I saw a lot of people mentioning this. They thought this was what I was going to talk about. It's not a secret. I think everyone who paid attention knew that he was very controlling over what I wore, to a degree, who I was friends with, and even when I would stream.
Yep.
So, when...
It's interesting because the way it was explained was most of their viewership was about the same, so they didn't... This was how he portrayed it to her, of there's no point in going live at the same time because our viewerships are the same. And because of that, he planned out the streaming schedule, right? That was the first red flag. Other than, like, what she wore.
It was definitely slow over time that bad things started happening. At the start, it would be things like, for example, he would throw bottles, like, plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruised very easily.
No. So he was bigger. He was a bigger content creator and he took her in. But what she's saying now, it explains everything. She goes into full detail. He started throwing like bottles of water at her, I guess, to like, it's kind of like what abusive people do to see how much they can take, you know?
He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident. Like, you know, of course I'm not gonna think that, you know, he's... Yeah, I just...
This is the beginning, by the way.
This goes into really detail.
At the time,
like,
I just kind of was, you know, I just brushed it off. And looking back now, I feel like that was kind of the start of him testing my boundaries.
This already has gotten big. This happened on Saturday. This is already huge. It was massive.
If that makes sense. So that was already kind of starting to show signs. Again, a very public situation. The end of 2022, the cover-up allegations happened. I mean, yeah, like I said, all that's public. You can... After that happened, his behavior started getting a lot worse, which, I mean, I suppose it makes sense. You know, he was very stressed. A lot of stuff was happening. I feel like it's so apparent if, like, you know, you go back and watch anything from that time. I tried so hard to help him and be there for him because I really, you know, I always believed that he was But that, unfortunately, about a year and a half from when that all happened, it was kind of like slow things getting worse, but I mean, honestly, I'm not even gonna, it's honestly kind of not really relevant. It was the worst. Like, it felt like, you know, like a very delicate branch just kind of snapped. So, vaguely aware of this, but I'll explain it for people who aren't. So, for a long time,
This is after Maya. After Maya.
the, like, cover-up allegations happened, and he was, like, starting to kind of struggle on his, like, we really avoided it. And to me at the time, it made sense, because, you know, I was like, well, of course, like, you know, we share a lot of community members. If
Seems
we're live at
reasonable.
separate times, we're both going to perform better, you know, it makes
He's
sense.
talking about their live, yeah.
But, yeah, we were never really live doing the same thing at the same time for a long time, with the exception of, like, things like events or sponsors or, like, you know, just special things. For a very long time, and a lot of you guys probably noticed that I would only usually stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That was, because of him. And, now I stream whenever I want, but, the first time that we ever streamed at the same time was for the 2024 Rust Kingdoms event on Twitch.
Jesus Christ.
We were sharing drops.
This is so ridiculous.
It was the first time in a very long time that we were both going to be live at the same time doing the same
Probably
thing.
does.
You even saw this.
Probably like, what the fuck does that do with anything? But, it'll make sense in a bit. So, I'm live.
Sharing drops.
He's
Drops for
live.
the
We're
Rust
both
event.
Streaming, and like I
So
said,
what she's gonna say here is that during the event they were both live, and then Imaru passed him up on viewership, and that literally made him go fucking nuts.
you can go find all of this. This is public. There are
online.
clips of
Yeah.
this.
And there are clips of him slamming doors so hard in the background while she's trying to stream that you can hear it on the camera. Like, it went past the gate. A gate on, like, OBS is something that makes it to where outside noise can't be picked up. He was slamming doors so hard, he was bypassing the gate.
We're both streaming the Rust event, and I thought it was going really well. I thought everyone was having fun. I was like, oh, this is great. Everyone's, you know,
And the clips have resurfaced, and you can see everything.
doing the same thing at the same time. We're all hanging out. You know, we're gonna have fun. Like, I was really, really excited. People start saying unofficial Ms. raid, and I'm like, what does that mean? And then I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me. He's saying, like, Emmy, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. I waited, or I'm gonna KMS. I waited so long for this, etc. Basically he was upset because I had higher viewership than him. That's literally it. I had higher viewership than him. And like I said, this is during an event, so there were drops. Like, everyone knows when there's drops, like, it's not even fucking real, but really upset. I tried to tell him, I was like, bro, you should. But yeah, he ended his stream. And then I'm still live, you know, trying to act like nothing's wrong. And in that house,
Messaging her
I
while
had
she's
glass
live.
door, so I could, like, see this was happening. He was walking behind me, making sure that I knew he was there. And by the way, so there were many ways out of that house if he wanted to leave the house that were closer to his stream room. He intentionally chose the door that was right by my room.
It's actually the most inconvenient door of all the doors that he could have
Pretty
left.
apparent, at least to me. Loud that my noise gate can pick it up, so even people on my stream are able to hear this is happening. Walking behind my stream and slamming the door so loud that my noise gate can pick it up, so even people on my stream are able to hear this is happening. And he slams it so hard and so many times that the front door literally broke. The lock did not work anymore. it didn't work for months, and it would just make this horrible sound that I would have to hear, like, what the fuck is going on?
There's clips of
So
this,
I tell
by
my
the way.
stream, I'm like, hey, guys, I'll be right back. I get up and I go talk to him, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, Emmy, like, I hate all of you guys. Like, all you guys do is just take from me, and, like, I'm just done. Like, I'm just done. And I was like, is this, like, basically saying that he hated me. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do now. And he was like, go finish your stream so that people don't know anything's wrong.
I don't understand why it's so bad if somebody that you're dating gets a higher viewership than you do. Like, if my fiance started streaming and she passed me up in viewership, I would be so fucking happy. Yo, I'd be going on vacation, brother. You wouldn't be seeing me as much. My ass would be gone, brother. Like, I like the independence. Oh, yeah, sure. But sitting on my ass and still collecting a paycheck? Shit, brother. Fuck.
And,
I think Emmy's pretty young, actually. I know Asmon's like 34. How old is Emaru? She's 27.
That's what matters.
I stop in the bathroom outside, tell that I was like crying, rooms in the door.
This is just her saying she like wiped some tears from her
And
eyes.
yeah, after that, like I said,
He was leaving. He left the house. He left.
It was like something just stream the Rust event. He got and during that time, I obviously was like thinking and processing a lot of what happened. But I mean, it was a lot because this person was at the time like kind of off stream. But the very next stream, I went live about a week after. It was a lot. Kind of it was like was at the time like, but I mean, it was a lot.
I have a little bit of a hot take for this.
Because this person was at the time like kind of it was like my partner and my best friend and like the only person that like I really talked to ever, or like at least off stream. So I mean, it was a lot. But the very next stream, I went live about a week after that, and so I was like, okay, I have to go live and say this so that, you know, kind of force myself to commit to it. Obviously, I didn't move out right away, but after like all of that Rust stuff happened was when the other domestic abuse stuff really started. He would destroy furniture in front of me. He would throw things in front of me and near me. Destroy walls. Again, you can go see this in some of his VODs in his bedroom, the holes in the wall. There would be times where he was upset at me, and I would go to my stream room and literally lock myself in to get away from him, and he would be banging on the door and screaming at me. And at the time, he also would more often do things like going, like if we were driving in the car together, he would be going like
super fast,
150 miles an hour, and like one time he even said like, well, now we're both gonna die, like threatening to kill both of us. And this wasn't like even necessarily because of me or like because of something I did a lot of the time. Like one of the times that it happened, it was because we were just getting food and he was on his phone and he saw that Mr. Beast had put out a video, and Mr. Beast had invited another streamer, and he was like, oh, Mr. Beast invited this guy to his video, not me. And I was like, oh, well, you know, like, huh? Yeah.
He has the content creator syndrome. It's where like you're trying to scrape every single viewer you can, and anytime you see someone doing better than you, it bothers you. It like bothers you down to your soul. It makes you question everything you're doing, and then you just get angry. I've heard about it. I had a little bit of it, but then I was like, this is stupid because I'm never going to be the best. That's just all there is to it. You can strive to be the best all you want, but getting angry is never gonna solve anything. Like, that's not... No.
I guess so. Which led to him...
Almost killing them.
miles per hour in the car.
Almost
and talking
killing
about
them.
Killing himself.
So he got mad because another content creator got invited to a Mr. Beast video, but he didn't.
Doing it. Other things would happen, like I'd be trying to sleep and he would scream at me and say that it was all my fault that he felt insecure. There was a time that I walked into a room that he was in, and as soon as he saw me there, he threw his phone at the dresser and started yelling because I had posted a YouTube video within the same couple of days as him, and mine was doing better. So basically, I felt like I was kind of stuck in a loop
it's so
where
sad,
I felt like
bro.
I had to constantly
It's so sad.
and like prove
It's so
my
sad.
value.
Bro, he should have just stopped making as much content and just like been a fucking, oh my god, not a coach, but somebody that like helps you in the backdrop, that like, you know, tweak certain things on the video to give it a little bit more views, like edits the thumbnail a little bit more, kind of like a management person, you know?
To not be thrown away, but at the same time, if I ever performed too well, I was gonna be punished for it.
Yeah.
And it just felt like a very rough situation to be stuck in because, I mean, streaming is my hobby and my job. Like, it's a huge part of my life.
All of our
Even
friends are
before,
attached to it too.
You know, I met him and became like a larger creator. And I remember thinking...
Oh, he still streams. And don't worry, we got more. We got
all
more.
the time
Even
how
after
it
this
felt
video,
like
there's more.
He hated me, but he still... There was a time where it was the tension in the house was so unbearable that I would sneak out and I would take a nap in your guest room. He'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna go take a nap in your guest room. He'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Some time of like peace and quiet, and he would go over to Espen's house to keep telling me off.
No escape.
And there was a time that he did it, and I was laying in the guest room bed, and one of the roommates in that house had come to see like why I was crying, and they were standing in the corner, and he came in, and he was very physically aggressive. He was like, Emmy, like, what are you doing? Like, angry. And then as soon as he turned and saw this other person
this is really
standing
serious,
there,
yeah.
he instantly like deflated and changed his tone. He was like, oh, Emmy, I was wondering where you were. Like, are you coming home? And that roommate like later asked me about it, and they were like, what the fuck was that? Like, are you okay? And I was just like, oh, it's nothing, because
Unfortunately.
I felt like
Happened a lot.
a lot of the reason that I didn't tell the people around me was because I felt like no one would understand, or even if they understood, it would just be a burden to them, so intertwined. They don't even remember. It's time to go. Like, I prepared the house that I lived in before this one, like, pretty much immediately after the, like, breaking the front door thing happened, but I was still, like, scared and unsure. So I don't remember what the final straw was, but I remember the day I took Cheddar to the house.
Cheddar's a cat that she owns.
Because he just randomly started, like, screaming at Cheddar. He was like, get that fucking cat out of my house. So I just...
Mad at
grabbed Cheddar
YouTube
and put him in my
views, mad at
car,
Mr. Beast, mad at the
grabbed
cat.
box and took him there, and I just left him there and never took him back to that house.
Hey, yo,
And,
fuck Cheddar. All my
like,
homies
within
hate
several
Cheddar.
days after that was when I finally moved out.
Who
It was
yells
on
at a
very
cat?
Short notice. Like I said, I don't even remember what the final straw was, because so many movers, I said, hey, can you come tomorrow? And they were like, yeah, and then I moved into the first house in Texas in the first place was because I felt like it was the safest option for me. because
the stalkers.
you know, I am.
Yeah.
It was very hard, and at the time, even though like all these other things had already happened, I was very hopeful that me and him could be cordial and like eventually like, you know, everyone could just keep streaming like nothing. And I felt like watched us wouldn't understand.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I had hope that somehow things would get better. Promised therapy and change. Like, oh, I wanna.
Things are gonna get.
There was a short period in October where
This is last year.
we had broken up because, I mean, because I was like, okay, finally, it's like on his terms, so that means he'll be satisfied and he'll be able to say it was his choice, and he'll leave me alone. Because whenever I would try to push for it, it just felt like I couldn't like really sever it, if that makes sense. But I mean, obviously, hence me doing this stream, that was not the end of it. A week after this breakup, he asked to come over to my house and talk for closure. He came to my house, and I was crying like crazy because the emotions were just very high because I was.
Give me a second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. I need. Got it. All right.
Dealing with a lot of major shifts in my life as a from him. We were just talking, and I was.
Oh, here we go.
He started to try to comfort me by from him. Me attempting to start to try to distance myself from him. Just talking, and I was crying a lot.
So she invited him over, or he showed up or something. They talked, and then he ended up at her house. And this is what happened next.
He started to try to comfort me by hugging me while I was sitting on the couch and holding me really close to him.
And during this point, she was crying hysterically, like, not hysterically. I'm sorry, like crying like a lot.
And when this was happening, we hadn't talked in quite a while, and I'm usually very uncomfortable with being touched a lot by people that I'm not in a relationship with. But I let him hold me while I was crying. And he started kissing me in my face, and I let him do it. I was still sobbing a lot.
Sobbing.
And then, suddenly, he tried to climb on top of me and aggressively shoved his hand down my pants. And, I screamed. Yeah. And when I screamed, he jumped off me like a cat, like. And, instead of apologizing or checking if I was okay, he said, "I feel weird now. I feel like I did something wrong. I have to go." And he immediately left my house while I was still crying without, checking if I was okay or anything. And at the time, I was still making excuses for him, and I was still afraid of causing trouble for other streamers around us, or like, you know, making things weird for viewers. I know that probably sounds crazy, but like I just felt this pressure, like I had
This is making me feel weird.
try to keep things together, if that makes sense.
Accommodating a psycho.
Yeah, I felt like I'd cause trouble for so many other people if I ever said anything bad about him, or if I caused rifts in our friend group or streamer. I still cared about him a lot. He would coach me and tell me to tell people or other streamers who were asking about it because they were concerned. He would say, tell them that I never hit you. Make sure that they know that I never hit you.
Very normal thing to coach somebody to say.
Ish. Streams and berate me. Often message me in the middle of my streams and berate me for things like playing the same class as him in WoW because he thought it would make
There's actually a clip of this as well.
that I was better than him.
So
and again, like I said earlier, I felt like yeah.
The second.
Show what I'm saying.
So here we go. So we got, but how do I know it's not just someone who doesn't follow LOL? Yes, I'm still wanting to be DPS, but for dungeons, I have to be 2 tank. Yeah, you really don't you don't. How can I not tank in dungeons? You straight up don't have to because you're a DPS. My group didn't know other warriors. Didn't have other warriors. Yeah, I know where this is going, and I'm not dealing with it. I asked for a boundary, and it's always crossed. You don't know boundaries. Imaru, question mark, question mark, question mark. That's her. How can I not tank as warrior in dungeons? Miskiff, because you aren't a tank. Imaru, when I said I didn't want to be tank, I meant I didn't want to tank in raid, which is still true because I don't know what I'm doing. Miskiff, you do not need to tank in dungeons. So I just Miskiff. Now I'm going to get so much shit nonstop. Imaru, don't ever pull aggro. Miskiff, Emmy is better. Emmy is this. I can't even Nathing Emmy. I can't have any Nathing.
Emmy is better. Emmy this. I can't have anything, Emmy.
Post the VOD of this somewhere. So.
Miskiff, Emmy is better. Emmy this. I can't. Imaru, I don't understand what you want me to do. Miskiff, not tank. Just that simple. Imaru, what the fuck does that mean? Miskiff, you already played warrior. Bro need to like calm down. He's getting angry, dude. Like, look at how he's typing. He's typing like crazy. You already played warrior when I told you we're going to get compared. Imaru, don't pull. I'm gonna pull aggro because I'm a warrior. Miskiff, no, you're not. Another warrior can tank.
You know,
he's getting so angry.
Not tank. Just that simple.
That's fine.
You've already played warrior when I told you.
And again, this was
now I'm gonna get compared nonstop.
Oh shit! Wait, sorry. Go back.
That's fine.
You've already played warrior when I told you.
Imaru, I didn't have another warrior in any of my groups today, and no warriors wanting to join. Miskiff, girl with 27k couldn't find a warrior you can every time. You just want to tank. I know what you're doing right now, and I'm not dealing with it. Imaru, there were no warriors asking to join, and why is it bad for me to pull in dungeons? Miskiff, because now I'm going to get compared nonstop, because now people are just going to say you're better, because I told you, this when you first told me you want to play warrior, and it's already happening, and you just don't care about this stuff ever. There's no boundaries with you.
And again, this
I mean, was there a boundary when you threw your phone and gave her a black eye, jackass?
Compared non-stop.
You can literally go find the stream and see me try.
Now we're the same class, same thing. Tanks, dude. Emeru, dude. Miskiff, don't dude me. I asked for one thing with you. Don't be a tank, and now you're tanking. What can I do? Emeru, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Miskiff, don't tank. Yep. There it is. Emeru, I'm playing the game. Miskiff, tank Emmy, do it. Let me handle all the hate.
Trying to deal with this.
Don't tank.
While I'm
there it
live in
is.
the middle of a dungeon.
Don't dude me.
Trying to just play the fucking game.
Miskiff, tank Emmy, do it. Let me handle all the hate, the criticism, the you're worse than Emmys. The Emmys is so much better. The people saying you're better in every chat. The comparison since nobody will be on my side. Let me deal with it. You have fun. I asked you to not become a tank, and you didn't listen, and now it's the classic, what was I supposed to do? I'm not dealing with this, and then...
This is about World of Warcraft. Let me handle all the hate.
Oh fuck, I think I...
You just have fun. It's insane.
Handle saying...
That's what he said.
Not to become a tank, you didn't listen. And now it's the classic, what was I supposed to do? I'm not dealing with...
We already read all that. We read all that. We're not done yet.
It was real.
We're not done yet.
Streamers in Austin, in particular, one specific streamer who... I know there's a lot of people that know he has beef with certain streamers. It was not one of those streamers. It was someone who, to this day, has been nothing but nice to him. He would say horrible things about this person, like about them in their stream, and it was very hard to listen to. Quote, I hate everyone here. You are all useless to me. You're worthless to me because it does nothing for my stream anymore to collab with any of you.
Oh.
And
you know why? Because they found better content creators and they hopped aboard. That's why.
Him saying that, just come back to that, and was like, you know, basic stream time.
This is gonna take forever to render.
She tried to,
and we agreed we were gonna, about a week later, and instead of apologizing for anything, he basically told me that he realized he needed to go to Japan and LA to get his viewership back up, and he was,
of course,
basically too young to focus on friendships and relationships.
What the fuck?
And
what a weirdo.
I mean, despite
Dude, you could do better anyway, Emeru.
And like,
like, Emmy is so small and she's so cute. How can you be so fucking mean to Emmy, dude? A lot of guys would be like dying to be with Emmy, and you just fucking, you're just a piece of dog shit, brother. Man, Hassan needs to find you and put a collar on your ass. Keep you in your fucking place.
Devastated, but I was also so relieved during me into staying close with him and giving him more chances. Generally not being a very nice person. After that, I decided that the only solution and way for me to move forward, I made the hard decision, but I know now for sure the right one, was to finally completely cut contact with him.
Good call.
It usually is, whenever it comes to breaking up with somebody, very seldom should you continue to stay in contact with them, especially if they're like super like wishy-washy when it comes to their emotions like this, because one minute they could be good and the next minute they can just go fucking ballistic.
I knew it'd be very hard because our careers and our communities were so intertwined. It's been 10 months, but you think that's the end. It is unfortunately not.
Yep. It's not the end. There's more.
I haven't spoken to him since January of this year. It only took a couple of weeks, but soon the messages started. He has attempted to contact me over 40 times individually this year in individual texts, Discord messages, Instagram DMs, and phone calls. And, I'm just gonna show those.
40 times.
If we can see these, hold on.
40 times.
I don't know if I can read these. Let me see. Oh, there was like a split second where it was like slightly viewable. Hold on.
Forty times.
That's right. You show that fucking country accent, you beautiful bald bitch. You think if I paid him $50, he would let me kiss his forehead as like a good luck? Kind of like how like Buddhist people that are like the American Buddhist statue. If you like put a coin on him and you like rub his belly. Okay. Here we go, Matt. Hey, just to make sure you don't have recordings of me, right? I'm getting harassed that you do, and I'm assuming it's nothing. Do you know why I'm removed from everything? Why I'm kicked from OTK? Nobody answering my calls, and I don't want to bother you, but I'm panicked and I don't understand what's happening. Can we please communicate so I don't feel isolated and hated by my own org? I just want to be okay with each other, and if... okay, it's blocked.
First... expressing.
So Matt is Miskiv. Can we please communicate so I don't feel... okay, here we go. This is just the same one. Can we please feel isolated? I just want to be okay with each other and feel with our streams and lives. We shouldn't have these feelings. I came home and feel terrible. It feels so odd that I cannot talk to you or anything and just know what's happening. Can you please respond? I understand. Monday, Wednesday. Okay, so God. So we got, these are all different days. Sunday is whenever he said, can we please communicate? Monday was, can you please respond? Wednesday, February 26th was understand, and I understand and will just leave you alone, but I really would appreciate if we can talk. I won't text you again.
Ethan.
Is there more, or is it just... oh, no, we got more. Matt, I understand. Okay, so Monday, March 3rd, I know you don't want to hear from me, but I can't just not message you. I still care about you. If you need to talk, I'm here. I'm sorry shit like this happened. I'll be up all night if you need to talk. Tuesday, March 4th. Can we please talk, Emmy? I'm so sorry for what I said. Tuesday, March 11th. This is a week later. Can we talk tomorrow? Question mark. This is Saturday, March 15th, the day after. No, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Hey, I found out you weren't invited to the party. I know you wouldn't want to go, but I didn't do invites. You were invited, of course, and I hope you're doing okay, and one day we can talk. Wednesday, March 19th. Emmy, can we please talk? I really need to tell you things. I'm so sorry for the past few months. I'm so sorry for so much that happened. I need this time to be alone, but I really love you so much. I just needed to know what being alone, and I learned I need you. I don't want to be without you. I regret so much. blah 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 blah. More bullshit that I'm sure that he feeds.
Through and read. See. Oh.
The way Asmon's like acting right now. Ugh. Son of a bitch. I have to watch it again, boys. Hold on. There we go. I really need to tell you things. I'm blah 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 blah. Oh, this was all in this. Please call me. I haven't stopped thinking about you in months. I know what I want, and it's you and only you. I've been nothing but miserable without you. I love you, Emmy. And if you take me back, I want to be a real relationship. I want us to go on dates, go to live together, to plan our lives. I want so much.
Down bad.
I want so much. Just please call me. I'll be up. I will do anything for you. I will come home from Japan right now for you. Can you answer me, Emmy? Just at least tell me you moved on.
That's all.
You moved on. Hey, and then again, hey, would you be willing to talk? Monday, May 1st? Hey, I know it's been a while. I just want to say that I'm going back to Austin next week, and I think that you and I should at least be able to talk and communicate with each other. I'm gonna be also doing a lot of collabs, and I know you've been doing a lot of collabs lately, and I feel that we should be amicable with each other so it's not weird, because we're both now doing a lot of collabs, and I feel like it would be really weird considering we are both also in the same, or that we just not talking. Jesus, man.
Yeah, amicable.
Really weird considering we're both below. If we can't communicate and we're gonna continue to not talk, this is only going to get weirder and weirder, as we both invited to the same things constantly, and we are both involved in Austin activities. It's best for both.
Yes.
Can you please answer? I'm sorry, not a day has gone by these last 4. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Give it a rest. The last 4 months, blah, 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 blah. There's just so much of this. There's so much. Normal. There's so much.
I'm not gonna talk, by the way, about like anything about this beyond what. Oh, just out of respect for her privacy, obviously.
Jesus,
never said anything.
Fuck, dude. There's so much.
And all the highlights. Like I said at first, I was worried about things, or saying no one was talking to him, which I don't think was even true at the time. I think he was just saying that to try to guilt me into responding to him. I'm not sure about that, of course. Actions through private communication to cut him out, avoiding going to the same parties or places I was worried he'd be in person. Because there was a party that I attended several months after I first went into contact with him. I was aware that he would be there, and I thought it'd be fine. I thought it wouldn't be a big deal. I thought I'll just let him have his space, I'll have my space, you know, it's not a big deal. We're adults, right?
The best thing that she could have done is, I think she did, is just not be in, like, not be alone with him.
During this party, I felt like he was following me around and monitoring me, but I thought that I was just being paranoid. I was like, it's probably just in your head. I was hanging out with Nick and Catchy and a couple other friends, and no one's upstairs. And
actually, I think you probably can.
So they, as a group, went upstairs first without me, but it took me a bit longer to get up there because someone like stopped me and was talking to me, and I did feel like, I mean, he was like standing pretty close to that person. I felt like he was watching me, but again, I thought I was just being paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
But I went upstairs. I was hanging out with Nick and Catchy and, you know, our other friends. And then about 30 minutes later, the room that we're in, the door opens. It's Miz. He opens the door, makes eye contact with me, goes, "Ooh," and then closes the door and leaves. And I was like,
see?
What the fuck?
Wow.
But again, I was still trying my best to, you know, give the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, maybe it's just like an awkward situation or something. But a couple months later, the person that he was hanging out with that night reached out to me privately and was apologizing. And I was like, why? And they're like, I just felt like I had to apologize to you because I felt so bad and so embarrassed of what was going on. Like, yes, he wanted to see what you were doing. He was saying, like, I want to go see what's upstairs, and he was checking every room. And then after he opened the room that you were in with Nick, he closed the door and started laughing. And then he just wanted to talk about, you know, how you guys broke up for the next, like, however many hours of the night.
I wonder why.
So I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. When we were attacked at the Santa Monica Pier, because that was obviously...
Remember that?
Hold on, let me close all these. So, yeah, it happened March 3rd of this year. It was me, of course. They had gone... Was Bonnie. Bonnie is the person who found that guy outside, went inside, told everyone, called the police. The police came. All Miz did was he stood far away from the front door, behind glass and metal, with a gun. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Still very scary, but why are you acting like you... Like, if anyone deserves credit for that, it's Bonnie.
She's talking about the guy that was stalking her. Miskiff apparently was on the other side of a glass window and then, like, held a gun and held him in place while someone else called the police.
Like, it's literally stolen valor. Every it was, like, huge, like, public, millions of people talking about more of my personal stuff.
Without asking her.
And, I'm, like, crying, and, Senna and Ray are like, what's wrong? And I tell them, and I'm, like, panicking. I'm like, I need to call so-and-so, I need to call so-and-so, I need to call so-and-so. Like, these different people that I was like, they can contact him because and, I mean, some of them did. Right. And,
think
that's, I would have loved to,
I think we can move on from this. Let's watch, let's see what Miskiff has to say. This is Miskiff's BS, response to this. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Be back. Sorry. He's probably gonna crazy control. Oh, dude, it gets it's so stupid. Headphones.
No, it's not goodbye. Not at all. Explain yourself? I will. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things and I'm like, damn, but I'm totally okay with these people after this. Ludwig was
fine.
From these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it, but I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very, very interesting for everyone, and
Sure,
I will.
I think he probably does. And if it's something bad that somebody said and it's like actually matters, like it's not somebody saying a word they shouldn't say, but
After being with each other, that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them, whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating, and to not farm these people.
talk about this, like trying to get. And it's also like, I mean, you dated this girl whenever you brought her to the house and she was already doing TikToks like this to begin with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you knew what you were getting yourself into, and now you're trying to make her change her content. Now, after everything that we know about Miz, I think that it's much more likely that the reason why he did that is because those videos, maybe it did annoy him as her boyfriend, but also, like, you've got to keep in mind that Miz was also farming content with other girls in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he would bring on girls like Jenna Lynn Meowry, like super Emily, yeah, ST Peach, the Botas. He would go and we talk about like, oh, well, it should be disrespected by your that you bring on to farm application of that, right? That he had. So it's like you took a girl that makes TikToks and makes short form content. You know, you're doing like he doesn't deal with this. He deals with it too. And so at this point, I think that especially now that it's been so openly discussed and revealed that he cares a lot about viewership, I think that it's much more likely that the reason why he didn't want her posting that content. So this is the reason, like, I mean, you see kind of the reason, like, I mean,
Corey
is it
or
wrong
anyone
to have double standards? Yeah, it is.
or anyone else, and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me
you're
that
not comfortable with it as a guy. I know why you had to.
Let him talk, man. Let him talk.
with OTK and cause a ton
That's
of problems.
exactly right. We would have you at all. He was more worried about his standing in OTK, and he was more worried about making sure that he didn't look bad and lose money in OTK, and that's the reason why he wanted to keep it private. So it wasn't even about her or about him. It was about money and his position in the org.
Mm.
And we would have never done that even. We would have been like, okay, fine, we're happy for you, Miz. Good job. You just signed this paperwork, and then Emmy also has to sign this paperwork too. It would have been such an easy thing to do. Of course we discussed this. Yeah.
Problems. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to
So
not.
you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all literally everything about this is bullshit. Well, yeah, if somebody tells you 2 + 2 is 5.
Both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK.
Would not have happened. Would not have happened. The reason why is because you lied. You lied. If you had come out and said this at the beginning, it would not have been a problem. It's the fact that you lied.
I think it has to do with him being like a co-owner. So like the issue is that he hired somebody as the co-owner and then they were dating. See, that's the problem.
Repeatedly. And
so I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me.
So that should be a pretty big indicator right there that if he lied to all of his friends, that he's just going to lie to everybody he's talking to right now.
Everyone in
like a waiver, a rollover, types of recourse that you can, and they can explain it further. It's like an interest.
Locked the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone. 2022, a lot of you guys know, proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since.
Oh, poor
I was
you.
suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all
you
my...
weren't losing OTK. We put you on suspension, and we invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into legal fees in order to do a third-party investigation to find out whether this happened or not. We invested so much into you in order to make sure that we did you right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
some
not
of those
true.
third-party investigations could take months too.
sponsors to go with me to Japan. She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out, I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was
mean, like, that's a really quick way to just kind of, you know, and yell.
Mental place. It got so bad that stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression that most of my hair started to fall out and Emery started to...
What you talking about, bitch? You got a full head of hair. What you talking about? Most of my hair started to fall. What the fuck you talking about? What? From where? Your back? Like, what are you talking about?
Hurt herself.
You know why your back hair is falling off? It's because the stupid ass irradiation that's coming from your goddamn brain is making not only your followers leave you, but your fucking back hair, brother.
While we were in Japan.
Probably that stank ass breath. See, that's what's going on with Asmon. You see, his fucking breath was so bad that it made his hair run to the back of his fucking head. That's what's going on with you. See, he doesn't have that anymore. That's why he's not balding as bad.
I'm not, Amy. I'm not going to comment on that.
Massive wreck. Couldn't think straight and
then you hurt everybody else. See, like, I don't feel sorry for you at all because you hurt other people in the process. Like, I would totally have absolute sympathy for Miz if you weren't hurting other people and manipulating and taking advantage of other people left and right while you were in this situation. But the truth is that, like, whenever, like, I then say that they were in a bad place, or like your personal stress ball. This empathy, rather than all Palestine, like the other use for it. But that's the one. Zero sympathy because
hung out with me all day.
Literally zero sympathy.
Well, no.
Like,
if he had actual sympathy, he wouldn't have let this go live. He would have sought the help that he needed to get his mental right, and then come forward with it on his own. But instead, he's
amount of damage that
he's not mad that he's not sorry that he did what he did, and he's not even sorry for that. He's sorry he got caught.
Like, and even I could do better.
Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote only mode. Emeru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life.
So here we go. He talked about the rabbits that she said that he would talk about.
As those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water.
Which he lived in the house, by the way. He lived in the house this whole time. So he let this whole thing happen. Like, assuming all this is true, he let this happen. Like, that's a best case scenario. He let all this happen.
With not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible, and my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." Here is a video up close of Emeru's rabbits. These are small.
It's interesting how there's no rabbits in the pictures yet.
Mites that are inside the rabbit.
It's not her rabbits. You're never going to see a single rabbit in this video.
Cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die, and I'm not going to sit here and have her pretend she didn't.
And you didn't call, any kind of, like, shelter or anything? You didn't call, like, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, like a neglect thing or whatever?
It's fucking disgusting.
If she is neglecting the animals, then why aren't they dying at the new house? If Imru is the problem and she's neglecting these animals, then why are there no dead rabbits in the new house? And why are there no dead rabbits in the house before this? Why are there no rabbits in the video? This is a video your brother took? When was the video taken?
This is a video from my own
Probably
brother.
just the
I didn't
empty
record
cages.
this. These are mites all around her cage.
How would he know if they aren't dying at her house now? So you think she's abusing them in her house now too? Lying, trying to misrepresent
You have to
things?
realize that, like, this person just openly admitted to lying to everyone at OTK and all of his friends. You can't trust anything this human being says.
Being
You can't.
truth about the again about
Though
zoomed out view. It's a 15-second video.
And he died. My brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, these rabbits are completely neglected, and this is disgusting. Emma wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water, because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything.
I can't comment on what Maya said.
Most of the time being in cages with no bedding
there.
besides poop all over the place. Emmy is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
Which is the reason why you texted her 40 times after this, after she left. And you, like, chat GPT'd, potentially, things about how you wanted to get married to her, and you told multiple other people that you thought that you were gonna get married. That's all the reason is this. But it also makes Russell and Simply look really bad too. Which are like two people that are getting AoE'd by this, that he just doesn't even consider the way that they feel at all.
Well,
So
of
they were
course. I
also
mean, this guy doesn't care about anything other than his reputation, and it's ruined.
Complicit.
Nobody will collab with him now.
So you see how quickly
The fights from these times started to get worse. I would constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things. She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came. These stalkers are no joke, and the pressure from the relationship, the anger I felt, and the stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't realize what
this is like some stalker thing. Like, yeah, you security. A burr had stalkers there too. So like, and I mean, then maybe it's again what's Lily's relation alleged on this.
His wrong about this, but I would constantly tell her on and off stream that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse.
It doesn't matter what you do, guy. Even if you figure out who the stalker is and you ban them from chat, they're just gonna keep doing it. That's what they do. And for the most part, the police can't even really do anything, even if you press a restraining order. I mean, you can put a restraining order, yes, but, like, there's only so much the police can do.
I know I wasn't perfect with my language aggressive at whole.
I get so.
Stop talking about past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want... And I know with how my mental was and who I was...
Really...
fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person, and I'm sorry I didn't... I'm sorry things got... The last 9 minutes...
bitch, please.
And I'm sorry I didn't... I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man. The last 9 months of this relationship...
What is that?
I wanted space, but she still wanted around. She always wanted me to drive over
Keep in
to her
mind that, like, ever since this happened, There have been 2 additional people that have alleged that he assaulted
Right, the
them.
rabbits. No, my favorite one is where he says, she threw pillows and blankets at me, so I put holes in the wall. That's my favorite one.
Less than 24 hours of this stuff coming out. There have been 2 additional people that have alleged that he assaulted them within less than 24 hours of this stuff coming out.
Jesus Christ.
That knew him is really defending him. Person that is in, and not a single person that is in the space that knew him is really defending him.
Mm-hmm.
Restart fire.
I understand. Listen, guys, I understand some of this. There's for this. I said it last time. People got mad. They said I was vague posting. I would tell you.
Pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house. They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't last, but I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat. Every month went by the last year and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect and I reflect on those situations poor taste to myself. I'm a she's at me. Punched holes in the wall, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I...
Clothes and plushies, brother. She's throwing clothing and plushies at you, and you're putting holes in the fucking wall.
Punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Oh, not plushies. Bro, his chat.
Example is this is what happened. But there's not going to be any evidence or any proof of somebody throwing a plushie. So he can say this, and there's no way that you can really disprove this happening.
Numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening.
And I want to address
What's happening? I'm so confused. It's like
this claim because it's been a question that a lot of people have really brought up, and I want to talk about this just for a couple of minutes. Can streamers keep their relationships between them? The reason why is because when you do that and you try to be that's be.
This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emaru, and when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, situation in general. I knew she posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that
she posted it to make me upset, and she admitted that it made me upset. One of them has intent, the other one has acknowledgement.
And I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month. A common place where we would get food. And then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started stage because I thought that's what she wanted on her stream. And I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong, or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. We should see what we want, and Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true.
Yes, yes, what I am saying is very true. I have no proof, but it's very true. You know, it's very true, guys. I think what she wrote on the paper is I want to marry you and have kids or some shit.
This letter that I was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely...
This is, keep in mind, in the context of before that he sends her all of these messages and all of this stuff, trying to get her back.
Mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you." That week, I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had...
Like,
well, that's what happens when you're an abusive piece of shit. You tend to get removed from all the good things that you don't deserve.
You have to understand. But yeah, this thing, whatever you think happens, multiple people acting via thing.
Drunk, much messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door, I said whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor there.
The guy you talked to,
I even went 3 years straight.
Clearly went up to her and made a statement, guy. Did you realize that she sat down with the lawyer and he gave that statement?
And trauma bonding, to be completely alone, is such a difficult thing for both of us. We were dating.
Surely. And threatening her employees that you would destroy Emeru if she came out with anything about you. If you've really changed as a person, then why have you, within the last week, been doing the exact same thing that
you've been doing,
you've been saying you're trying to avoid? Following and believing this is the right thing. This will tell it. Most affected by
they're shitting. Moved a lot better. Austin, myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that.
Like, I mean, again, like, what about the other people that were negatively affected? Her trauma. It's all about him.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Nothing
less for her. Then why did you say that at a party that you would destroy her? Why did you say that?
You have to keep in mind that he said that he's got other videos and like messages that he's going to be leaking over the next 3 days. Nothing's really come out.
Hope the best for her, but you want to also destroy.
And I hope that she can move on. We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that. I've realized over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. Therapy and work on.
If she releases this stuff, he'd destroy her. Yeah. It's that simple. By trying to say he'll release damaging information about them.
Yeah, it's blackmail.
Be threatening to doing.
If it's free ball. The answer is, of course it is. For me, but for the people around me. If you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is...
Yeah, of course it is.
I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild.
Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you do it the same day? Why wouldn't you pull it up on stream? If you have all this information, it kind of feels to me like he's a dying dog, and he's trying to get as much bark as he can out of him before he finally goes away forever, hopefully.
Make it very clear. When it comes to Emeru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back. It was if she ever said anything...
She did this.
Yeah, the holes in the wall were from her, didn't you know?
And that is exactly what I said. And that is what's going to happen, because you can't mess with me anymore. Lose. In Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits at my house? You're lying. You know she did. She abused those rabbits and she let them outside, and it's disgusting.
As I said, I've never seen any evidence of that. Everything, I mean, again, like whenever she's in her new house and in the house before that, the rabbits were being taken care of and they weren't being abused. You could ask Bonnie and Senna that. It's just bullshit.
Something I plan. like Asmongold, where he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? As for what happened with me and Emaru, it is I mentally have been fucked up for years, and I'm very proud of myself for working on myself. And I believe that I fucked Texas. I left myself. I'm absolutely.
What a joke.
With him?
What a fucking joke of a human being. Seriously, what a joke. This guy's a fucking joke. Those plushies can kill you? You're ridiculous, bro. You're fucking ridiculous. Oh, man, that took up a lot of time. Holy fuck, that took up so much time. Edit. Okay, give me a second. Weird stream. Okay. All right. All right, let's get it. So here's the clips of Mizkif.
Oh, this is it.
Context. Imiru exposed how Mizkif was abusive and controlling her every move during their relationship. Well, people literally found the exact moment on stream she was talking about.
And then I check my Discord messages, and he's messaging me, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. Basically, he was upset because...
Here we go.
Alright, chat. I'll see you guys later. Probably tonight, if not tomorrow.
What does unofficial Mizraid mean?
Basically, Mizkif ended his stream because he had lower viewership, and his chatters joined Emiru's stream, while he was messaging her that he wanted to zap himself.
Messaging her while she's live.
All acting. Like we haven't murdered. Like we haven't pillaged.
You hear it? You see her
You hear the door in the background?
We haven't murdered. Like we haven't pillaged.
You hear it?
Damn. Wow.
You see her trying to keep it together. He's
Damn.
slamming the door.
Go to the restroom real quick.
I'm stuck in here. Okay.
So just scared. Yeah.
I actually downloaded her VOD and confirmed how she left for 20 minutes, then came back completely overwhelmed because that schizo was spamming her, saying he wanted to kill himself while punching her door, all because she had higher viewership.
But alright, yeah, I'm gonna log out for now, but I'll probably come back later.
This is when
That's
she
crazy.
stopped.
If not, tomorrow my normal time.
Which she didn't do. Yeah, I actually kept going back and forth, slamming the door because you didn't get big enough for that. Yeah. Man.
That's crazy.
We haven't pillaged.
Fucking schizo.
I'm ashamed that the situation's
People,
got
it's crazy that people like this get into positions where they're at. It's fucking disgusting.
bad. But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Yeah, those plushies, man. I know they've been known to kill people, you piece of shit.
Mizkif waited the literal second our dear Voldemort went offline to start streaming, so I'm going to include one of the Phase Boys' reactions. It's literally perfect.
But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched
Fucking
holes in the walls
idiot.
or slammed doors in aggression.
What a dumbass.
No, I gotta be getting trolled. Wait, I'm not even kidding. Is this a joke? Did I just hear him say she threw a plushie?
What a joke.
Miz said in his thing that
Another 40 million watching another 40-minute video today. That's too much.
Oh no. Oh jeez, here we go.
But I want to make sure if I know.
Oh, this is. Oh no. Oh jeez, here we go.
But I want to make sure if I know something, speak honestly. After my stream, I got close-up pictures of the shock collar on my mother's life.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar.
Context.
I'm also not even friends with his son. But that 100% is a shock collar, as a fact. I think that shit is 100% a shock collar.
I'm honestly impressed by Ludwig. He's managed to do every single thing wrong.
But I just genuinely saw a picture of it after. It did
And
have
everybody
A picture after?
Dad is mad. Oh, brother, why? And this is one of his first supporters, one of his moms.
And I saw pictures on my mother's life. I saw a picture of it.
Bro, for the love of Christ. We have the creator of the collar, confirming it's one of the shocking...
That's right. The creator of the collar said it was a shocking collar. Darn.
We have people proving you can remove the prongs with ease. Then there are channels that have literally overlaid the schematics of the collars, showing how it's 100% a shocking one, since the vibrating type is much smaller.
Stop farming it. I'm not farming it, but like...
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
I genuinely saw it, so it's like, am I supposed to sit here and not say I saw it? Should I lie? Should I lie and say I didn't? I don't love this shit, bro. I'm just genuinely sitting here as a human. I saw it with my own eyes.
What a
And I went
dumbass,
on
dude.
live saying that
Why
I
even
was a
keep
shot caller,
talking
so now I'm
about it? You
saying
know
I
what's
saw
sad is that the people that are trying to defend him are not only making it worse, but they keep bringing it up. It's so funny.
with my own eyes.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It really is.
Guys, just stop talking about it. Why does he keep asking for more rope? I don't know. At this point, it might as well just be BDSM. And this is the funny thing. Is that the bridge is burnt. These people from now on will always call you a Nazi. They will always say that you're a traitor.
Where Ludwig kind of always gave me like sociopath vibes.
They will never trust you again. They will lie about you, and they will enjoy.
Ludwig has to get in where he can fit in, right? Like, He's pretty much cooked his whole fucking ability to collab with people because he's a fucking traitor, but like...
You've already lost. How do you counter that? These are people that they only matter to the extent that you think they matter. The moment that you ignore them, they go away.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything else that's worth looking at here. Where's it
There
at?
we go. So this is an analogy.
Not a relationship. You'll get walked all over.
Babe, how you doing?
Miskiff.
Oh, hey, baby, what's going on?
We still on for recess?
Yep, I'll be there.
Okay, babe, love you.
XQC also he watched it live as well.
Give me a Dr. Pepper.
I thought you said you broke up with Hattie. I decided to give her one more chance. But you said she was mentally abusive. She is mentally abusive. So then why did you take her back? Because she said she was gonna kill herself, alright guys? There. I broke up with her and she called me being all like, I can't live without you. I'm
Damn.
Man.
scared what I'm gonna do to myself, oh god. The bitch is crazy, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, Stan.
Yeah?
Can I talk to you?
Cartman?
It's Asmon.
I just want to make sure he's all right.
What do you mean?
I don't even know if I should be saying this, but Eric said he was thinking about killing himself. We broke up, and he called saying he was about to do it. I'm still really scared for him.
I'm about to send this to her.
Wait, Cartman said he was gonna kill himself?
I'll send you the voicemail if you promise to keep it private.
Totally. You had to take me back. You had to. I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna send this to her right now.
I'm gonna kill myself and then you'll be sorry. You wish you could have me back, but I'll be dead.
Oh my
God. That's great. I'm glad you guys think suicide is so funny.
Aggression. I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument.
Wait, Cartman said he was gonna kill himself?
I'll send you the voicemail if you promise to keep it private.
Totally.
That's really something special. Holy shit.
Premium. Ooh. Ooh, what do we got here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I broke it. It's angry.
A man accused of attempted murder never should have been in the country. Police say a man accused of attempted murder never should have been in the country in the first place. The suspect is a three-time deportee from Honduras. He's also now in custody, accused of shooting and seriously injuring another driver. It's the latest case raising alarms over violent crime linked, I should say, to illegal immigrants. Christina Coleman has more on all of that. Christina.
Hi, John. The victim in this case is clinging to life right now after suffering 2 gunshot wounds to the neck and 1 in the arm. Police identified the alleged shooter as this man, 38-year-old Celine Vieda Orellana, a 38-year-old Honduran national in the U.S. illegally. Police say he's a violent offender who is not intimidated by crossing the border illegally over and over again. Orellana was deported.
Bro's been deported 3 different times.
2007, 2018, and again 5 years ago.
Damn.
He's been back in this country for 18 months after 3 prior deportations. That's incredibly troubling. I think it speaks volumes about the status of where the border was 18 months.
And they're going to have to post up with some pistoles over at the border, man. They're going to be shoot on sight.
Ago. His most recent deportation that occurred, it followed a Denver arrest for sexual assault on a child who was
Jesus fucking Christ.
Under 15 years old.
Police say Orellana was driving the car you see highlighted on your screen last Saturday as he was stalking the man who was driving the vehicle in front of him.
We located somebody following our victim, somebody who was chasing our victim throughout the night. stalking our victim as he proceeded through his day without knowing that somebody was chasing him around the city and was going to do him harm later that night.
Investigators say Orellana shot the victim while they were in their cars on
How the hell did he even get a hold of a gun if he's an illegal immigrant?
Interstate
What?
225 in Aurora. Police say they recovered Orellana's gun and that he shot at the victim at least 5 times.
Jesus.
He knew that he was going to impact that driver, but that driver who lost control of that vehicle could have easily gone into other cars. It could have easily killed families.
Police believe this was a targeted attack.
These are the kind of people that the Chicago mayor is protecting, guys. Remember, these are the kind of people. What a joke.
Florida is already cracking down on illegal migrant crime, but one state representative wants to expand it by introducing the Shane Jones Act, which would allow families to sue over murders committed by illegal migrants. Now,
ooh, here we go.
In honor of Air Force veteran and father of 4, Shane Jones, who was killed in a motorcycle accident involving an illegal migrant in 2019. Shane's widow, Nikki Jones, joins me now alongside State Representative Bernie Jacques, who
she's within our rights to sue the state. You know why? Because it's their job, after they take all your fucking money, to make sure that you're safe. That's why.
New legislation. Thank you both so much for joining us.
That's crazy, dude.
A representative idea.
Because it sends the message that we will not tolerate our local law enforcement or local governments from not cooperating with immigration officials and when they don't enforce immigration laws. Florida has been leading on this issue. We've been telling folks that this is not a sanctuary state, and we're not just telling folks, we've put that into law. So this puts teeth into that law to make sure that no agency of the state, no political subdivision would violate that. And if so, there's going to be a very strong fine, and proceeds from that fine will go towards compensating victims of illegal migrant crime. And it will create that cause of action that you mentioned. That will allow
Florida
to seek justice in the courts against government if they fail to enforce our immigration laws. This is much needed, and Nikki Jones will tell you that she and other families.
That needs to be a federal law right there. That needs to be a federal law, so that way, the federal government can hold these states accountable. 100%.
Know that this is needed.
Well, Nikki, I will bring you in now because, as we said, this is called the Shane Jones Act, named after your husband. So tell us what happened to him.
Yes, he was just driving home one day from an illegal alien driving without a license, drinking and driving, ultimately pulled out and killed him.
That is so sad, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. And how has this impacted your family, the loss of the love of your life and father of 4?
Damn.
Well, now I'm a single mom, and
raising them 4 kids alone is gonna suck. That's gotta be awful.
trying to hold a house down and nobody holding accountability was extremely hard. And knowing the circumstances of how he had contact with law enforcement 3 times prior, ICE was never involved, and he just kept getting let out on our soil to continue to commit traffic violation crimes.
So if you were able to sue at the time, would that compensation have helped you?
It still could.
Yes. Yeah. My biggest fear in the long run is losing my home, mine and my girls. And we should not be living in that fear over a crime that was absolutely 100%.
Bro went and served his country, got killed by an illegal motherfucker, and now the family has to worry about them losing their fucking house. That's crazy.
100% preventable.
Wow. Representative...
that's really like goes to show you how much the American government, or how much these people like the mayor of Chicago give a shit about their own citizens. That really goes to show how much they care. They'd rather take in these people from a foreign country.
Families, if this bill does become law and families are able to sue, who exactly would they be suing and for how much money?
So they would be suing that governmental entity that dropped the ball, that failed to enforce our immigration laws, and those will be the entities that are held accountable. We hope this is a strong deterrent because it's not going to be an easy path when you have grieving widows, grieving mothers. There's a lot of folks who've lost their loved ones from illegal aliens who we knew were here. And this is the point that we're trying to illustrate. It is 100% preventable when you knew these people were here and you engage in catch and release. Again, we don't have that in Florida, but we want to make sure that we strengthen that in our laws, that if ever there is an official that thinks they can violate the law, we are going to empower the families and a court of law, and a jury will determine that amount, and it will be an amount that makes that family whole. And again, there will be that compensation fund for any kind of violation that a criminal illegal alien commits. When that agency is
Florida. Damn good Florida, man. Hell yeah.
This has been a ongoing weird issue. It's not just at TwitchCon. Wolfie states that he has been groped at most Pokemon tournaments he attended last season.
That's
Please
crazy.
understand, this is a small piece of a whole, but I think it gives, like I said, I think it gives good grounding as to kind of the general scope that we're talking about here. The example that I think makes things the clearest, the fastest, is that I competed at 7 official tournaments in the 2025 season. At 5 of those tournaments, I was groped. Fans, when taking pictures of me,
Apparently, Asmon has had that happen to him as well. Apparently, it's very common. And it's usually like men.
Hands on me sexually and non-consensually during the act of taking photos.
Yep. I've had the same thing happen.
I don't like that this is happening. And I also think that it's pretty clear to most people, most reasonable people, that this is not normal behavior. Like I said, I don't want the takeaway to be that this is the only issue, or that the things that I'm going to be making changes are in direct response to the groping issue. In fact, out of all the issues I've been facing at tournaments, I think that groping is actually relatively low on my priority list.
Yeah, I guarantee you it is. He probably gets death threats constantly from actual people that show up and stuff. Like, I'd imagine he runs into quite a bit of everything.
What is going on with Pokemon? Oh my god.
That I would fix if I could snap my fingers and make them go away.
What the
Primarily
hell?
because it only happens once or twice at most events. And so there are more pressing things that have a higher impact beyond just making me feel bad and kind of violent in a way.
This is a meta level problem. I don't know why there isn't more control for this. I don't know why people act this way.
You know what's crazy is that if somebody walked up and groped him and he punched them and knocked them out and broke their teeth out of their fucking mouth, you would be seeing a clip. Pokemon tournament winner punches a fanboy or punches a fan. That's the headline that it would be. It wouldn't be fan gropes Pokemon tournament winner and gets punched. It would be tournament winner punches out guy.
Nobody should be doing this shit at all, and there needs to be more people calling it out. Unfortunately, that doesn't really happen. That's why things just keep getting worse. It's because nobody calls it out, nobody talks about it, people make jokes about it, and that's all there is to it.
Yep.
Around like we're not going to show the.
So this is the. I think we covered this a little bit last week. So this is the girl that essayed a guy who's trying to take his pants off on stream and was holding him and twerking on him. Like there was 2 girls, and it was the one where if it was 2 guys doing that to a girl, the internet would be on fire.
But it was like really weird.
She got a 24-hour ban for essaying him. And that
She's
was it.
holding this guy down. Real weird, like sexual assault. And so she actually got banned yesterday on Twitch. Any length of time that she's banned for, that is not a permanent ban. I mean, committing a felony on stream, I feel like that should be an instant perma, right?
She got 24 hours for essaying somebody, and Tectone got a week ban for calling someone fat. Let that sink in.
The person who was the victim right here says thank you.
Silk hair now. Nobody making fun of you ever again.
That's the guy. That's the guy. To make you understand, in the video, you can see him smiling and laughing. A lot of people do that because they don't want to, especially with that many eyes on something. I could understand the pressure, and you just kind of get into a Joker laugh where you're just like, ha ha ha, yeah, ha, and you see the minute that the girls aren't there, bro takes off. He's trying to get away, right? That's the guy.
You guys literally saved me. I'm not even joking.
Nigga.
Because I was at the lowest point of my life.
And I'd do it again and again and again if I had to, bro.
So she did try to reach out after, obviously, people started talking about this. No surprise here. Nina is asking me for your number. She's just trying to do damage control. And this is her talking about it again.
I'm gonna always be all right, bro. Trust me. But I want to make sure.
Well, not.
I want to let you know. I want to let you know. This girl has come out in some kind of podcast thing saying that she used to beat. She was like part of the foster system or something, and she had a brother that she would beat from the age that he was, I think she said 13 to 16. And so she pretty much beat that boy until he was big enough to defend himself. And she was like, they had been picked up by a foster family, right? It was like she was a kid as well. So she was essentially just bullying her brother, or beating her brother. She openly had said that too.
Talking about it again.
I'm gonna always be all right, bro. Trust me. But I want to make sure.
Well, not really though, because you just got banned.
And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. Yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong.
Nah, because if you thought that, you wouldn't have said that it's embarrassing for him to get upset about it after the fact.
Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy. Why was he a bitch?
You don't go and then try to degrade.
She's mad. Again, she's mad that, again, these fuckers get caught, and they're sorry they got caught. They're not sorry they did what they did. That clip before is a prime example of that. When you really kind of dig, you really start finding
his masculinity in order to deflect from your own accountability. Like that.
This affected that man's life. So, to give you an idea of how this affected his life, he told his mom, and his mom cried for a month. And he didn't want this to resurface, because apparently this is old. He didn't want this to resurface because he was scared that it would affect his life again. He has long-term emotional and mental trauma from this that he hasn't talked about.
That's the reason why you know she's lying. A old video of her admitting that she would beat her little brother. It was so bad that CPS got involved.
But I have relationship problems with my little brother. He was like 6, so I beat him until he was like 15.
Bitch sounds like a goddamn man, bro. I said that to my fiance. I was like, that bitch sounds just like a man.
15 or 13, all the way there, and like Child Protection Services came. We had to fly to China to evade the police.
Right? Right?
Oh,
Right? Right?
They said, what?
What is it with these fucking male streamers? Trying to piss off female streamers. Like, why are you so emotional? Like, yo, if you...
Bitch, relax. Just stop sexually assaulting people. Like, god damn, it's not a gender thing. Just relax. Just stop touching it. Keep your hands to yourself.
And the black girl that was involved in that, the other one, because it was the black and it was her. It was black girl and it was her. That black girl has been kicked off of multiple podcasts for biting people. Biting them. Like, biting them so hard, she would leave the teeth marks, and like in some of the videos, you could see her pulling the skin with her teeth.
You can't stop touching your brother. You can't stop touching your fucking other people.
And then okay, cool. They get emotional, they cry. Stop being a crybaby. You a pussy. Okay. So then when they fight
I cannot wait to see the video of her crying about her career getting destroyed by this. This is the problem, is that people like this, they are only like this towards other people that they can take advantage of. There's tons of people that got it rough. But the moment that you go and you put yourself in a position where you're hurting another person, my sympathy for you goes to zero. Obviously, he's got a lot of friends around with him, but if he needs help, you know, funding any lawsuit or anything like that, lawyer fees.
He should sue her. He should sue the shit out of her and take a portion of her income. every time she gets a payout from Twitch. He
I
should.
can get
He
you in with
absolutely
some other
should.
people that make sure it happens, because it's just what has to happen.
I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he didn't have a clip of him showing that. Actually, I'm really surprised. YouTube. Ooh, there's a new visual steering video. What? Let's go. Oh, bro, we're gonna do that in 2 days. There we go.
Just dropped a bombshell.
Check out Decoy Voice, awesome channel, by the way.
More importantly, everything about her ex-boyfriend.
This will be the second to last video right here.
About the psychological and domestic stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Ms. Kiff has done towards me.
To which he did quickly respond to.
I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? But before that, I would like to address everything that was said today.
I bet. Right now, if you Google his name, all the top results are the allegations from her. Now, there's a lot to unpack here, from her claims, the mountains of evidence, and his responses. But drama aside, I think the real headline is how Twitch, in a way, assisted in the escape of Amiru's assaulter, as she opened up on the aftermath of the attack.
Someone came into their work who matched the description of the guy, and this person was saying, like, oh, I'm traveling to Texas, and I caused quite a stir at a TwitchCon, and this person reached out to my manager, reached out to police, San Diego police, interviewed them. But basically what I'm trying to say is, because all this stuff was delayed, this guy was able to get really far away from San Diego, allegedly. For all we know, he lives around where Emmy and her roommates live. I can't help her if I don't know who this person is. And
she's talking about the incident where the guy walked past in the TwitchCon and walked up and tried to kiss her.
To do it. The investigation's still going on, but it's been a huge mess because of all of the delays and
it doesn't help that Twitch wasn't releasing the guy's name. So they were telling police that they'd have to subpoena the guy's name that did it, even though he got banned on Twitch.
To work with the police.
And remember, this is after the CEO essentially blamed Amiru for the attack, even though the CEO finally released this long block of text admitting that they failed the creators, finally apologizing to Amiru, but apparently it was never directly to her.
I was literally in a Discord call with my friends, and they were like, did you see that Twitch apologized to you? And I was like, wait, what? Basically what I'm trying to say is they put out that tweet. I was never apologized to privately.
Yeah, they never pulled her aside. What the fuck?
They put that out without consulting me or anything. I didn't know that they were gonna do that, so that was
nice.
Yeah.
As honestly, it seems like they're just tiptoeing around their statements, assuming there's going to be a lawsuit from Amiru, where an apology makes it.
She should. The way this was saying, she should absolutely sue the shit out of Twitch. I absolutely think she should. And she would win it.
Easier for her attorneys to establish faults, especially when the CEO says, we failed by allowing it to happen, or response after, and our CEO apologizes online in a very public forum. That sounds like an open and shut case, but the worst part about it is it took this much to even get an acknowledgement of the attack.
What if that was a smaller streamer?
As it really seems, Twitch simply doesn't care about sexual assault. As after Amiru's assault, these two girls teamed up on this
So this black girl right here, she's known for biting people really, really hard on podcasts. She's been kicked from a lot of podcasts for just walking up and biting somebody like on the arm or like on the like neck or something weird, or on the shoulder. And she apparently abused her foster brother for like 4 years before he got to a point where he was old enough to defend himself.
With one holding him down while the other one twerked on him. Now
And, he seems like he's having fun. The mental toll on this is whenever he told his mom that he was essayed, his mom broke down for a month, and the physical and mental toll that it's done on him is that he usually cries about it, and he didn't want it to come back to surface because he was scared that his parents would see more of it. Hey, he sat down and cried after this.
This dude with one holding him down while the other one twerked on him. Now after massive backlash, the girls were banned on Twitch, only for one of the bans
24 hours later.
Bans to last 1 day. But now, more people have found other
Keep in mind that Tectone called somebody fat and got a week fucking ban.
instances of the same girls doing the same thing to the same dude. Now, a lot of idiots out there think this is just funny, but as I think Asmongold said it, if this was two prominent male streamers holding down a female streamer's assistant so the other one could grind their private parts on their body for live stream content, they wouldn't just be banned on Twitch forever, they would be in jail. But the Twitch CEO doesn't seem too focused on policing this on his platform, while his priorities lie elsewhere.
The thing we do need to make sure we do, we got to keep attracting younger viewers that, you know, grow up on TikTok, you know, when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, even though they shouldn't be.
This incident should probably end Dan's career, as even if Twitch shuffles him
He
around
actually fucking said that? That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
another position within Amazon, I think he's just another lawsuit waiting to happen. But Amiru didn't just end Dan Clancy's career, as she's exposing everybody, especially her ex.
He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruised very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident.
As internet sleuths are already digging up footage from 2022, where Amiru quickly alt-tabbed through Windows, briefly showing a close-up shot she took of her eye. And in his response, it sounds like he just admits it.
She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat.
Now, we're just hearing hearsay from both sides, and I'm obviously going to be biased towards Amiru, as she's a close friend to Asmongold, to whom I'm a huge fan of. But even taking a step back,
you damn straight,
to see this objectively, even if she bruises easily, if you hit her in the eye so hard she thought to take a selfie to possibly use as evidence against you, I'm guessing reality is closer to her story than yours. As evidence is something Amiru brought plenty of, as she showed several instances of
all he brought was a fucking empty cage with no rabbits in it.
But then showing chat logs of after they had broken up to illustrate how desperate he was to reconnect with her, only to find some of these were likely written by AI. But she wasn't the only one hoarding evidence from the relationship, as apparently he saved video of how she allegedly starved her rabbits and their dirty living conditions. Now, being a bad pet owner is a hot button issue, especially after a certain streamers' possible shock
Right,
collar.
boys, we can't forget about K911. Kaya will be free from the kitchen to the TV. That's right.
But coming back to complain about a rabbit cage after she went into how he allegedly assaulted her in her home, to which his response was acknowledging the incident and sharing his side of the story, saying he misread the situation. Now, I don't want to play those particular clips, as it's sick. It would probably get me stricken for playing that audio, and it's not my story to share in detail like that. And although I'm no attorney, it seems that she explained a crime, and his very public and voluntary recollection of it sounds like, at least to me, an admission. But this goes far beyond online gossip. This is for the courts to interpret, and with Amiru seeking—
I agree. I feel like, and I'm going to state this very clearly, both sides, it's allegations. Until it's taken to court and it's settled in court, or if it doesn't go to court, then all it is internet drama. Regardless. As far as I'm concerned, if this doesn't go to court, it's internet drama. It's bullshit. It needs to go to court.
A restraining order, that's exactly where this is likely heading, as Amiru's also expecting to be sued.
I would not be surprised if he tries to sue me for the stream that I did today and for coming out about him. Not because he thinks that he would win, but for PR reasons, like a slap lawsuit.
And I'll be honest, I know next to nothing about this guy. I even just recently found out about XQC due to his Hassan Dogtober 7th K911 coverage, and apparently he's a top 10 Twitch streamer.
Yep.
So pretty much the only thing I know about Mizkif is these allegations, but even if he successfully sues Amiru—
I know one thing. He does still go live daily, and he did say that he would be leaking more evidence as the days continued. I've yet to see anything that is crazy. I don't think I've even seen him leak anything. That's what he alleged that he would say he would do, but yet I've yet to see it.
He's never going to fix his public image, as Twitter is flooded with old clips of him smacking a streamer, crashing out at Amiru's moderators to ban anybody criticizing him, with Reddit saying he's made her cry on stream, and even found a clip of him allegedly yelling at his ex. And I can't confirm the context or validity of any of these titles, but what I can say confidently is Mizkif is indeed a piece of shit, as apparently—
Amen, brother. Bro, amen to that. As far as I'm concerned, if he decides to sue Imaru and she countersues him and wins, he should go to jail.
his previous controversy was over his comments on Charlie Kirk's assassination.
He's a right-wing political guy. They find that stuff funny all the time.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh my god. What a shot. Holy crap.
Miz, this is...
And that wasn't the only instance.
I think that Charlie Kirk's death was definitely a death, for sure. But yeah, I'm glad he's dead. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm kidding. Am I? I don't, well.
And I understand these guys are desperately trying to be edgy, just to generate some controversy in a several-hour-long live stream.
You can't joke about someone being shot and killed. You can't joke about that, man. You realize that you're in that chair with that camera on because of America and its privilege to allow you to do that? If you do this kind of job in any other country, for the most part, they'd find you and kill you and take all your stuff. You are one of the most privileged individuals to live in America, where for the most part, you can say what you want on stage, and you really want to celebrate somebody getting killed over the law, over their ability to speak? Brother, come on.
Clipped and spread on the internet, but all jokes are derived from some level of truth, and you don't see that assassination video and say, "What a shot," or "You're glad he's dead," unless that's somewhat how you really feel. So this idiot ended his stream saying he's not going anywhere, as he's taken others down with him.
I am not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go buck wild.
I don't know about you, but this doesn't shout innocence to me.
No.
This sounds like, if I'm going down for this, everybody else should too. Which is honestly probably even what his enemies want. Everybody from his inner circle being exposed for being scummy. It's just sad that this took Amiru being attacked on stage and Twitch to try to cover it up for her to finally not give a fuck. And just go.
It's sad that she has to deal with all of this together. Honestly, like it's all just kind of piled in on top of each other. It really sucks. All right, let's move on. We got some Midwest safety. Check them out. We got the 126 mile per hour chase of a stolen police car.
In Barrington, Illinois, a small town northwest of Chicago, officers were dispatched to a car dealership when a security camera monitoring service discovered 3 to 4 suspicious people on the property. When officers arrived, they had no idea one of the stolen cars would be their own.
190, I do see subjects get into a car. Other units can come in off of Dundee Road. They're coming out with a Porsche. Very high rate of speed.
Oh, so they're like actively stealing the cars. Damn! Oh, they gotta get into that car.
They're ramming the gate. Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Man, shoot him!
Get on the ground, motherfucker!
Oh, I'm shocked.
190 more Porsches are being stolen.
138, I'm 1060. Can we get Inverness to respond as well?
Hey, Inverness, get into the area, please.
Are you hit?
75 is going for air route. Go ahead. Black SUV Porsche headed eastbound on Dundee Road. And there was also another Porsche left southbound.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay.
Is he in the car?
That's a good question. Why is the horn still? Oh, it's the alarm. Okay.
Sector 136, hold it here.
So how the hell did they manage to get a car? How did they manage to get a police car?
Passerby said the white Porsche. Just 1050 with another vehicle. Southbound. He's on our way with it. White Porsche 1050 southbound Barrington. I'm eastbound Dundee, passing Carlisle. That black Porsche is far ahead of me. Right.
What the fuck? And somehow he still fucked it up.
I got another Mercedes coming out.
Oh!
They're gonna ram the gate.
Damn, bro.
Headed westbound on Dundee Road.
Damn, how many of these people are gonna...
And
Jesus.
They're gonna go southbound on Barrington Road. White Mercedes. I know. Just get in your car.
How often does this happen where people just get into a Mercedes dealership and take all the cars? I love how they're just ignoring the police shouting stop.
I need another unit. Got people running at 68. Get on the ground!
Bro, you know it's gotta suck out there. It's snowing and it's wet, soppy, freezing. I bet dexterity. Oh my god.
Get on the ground.
Bro, you dumbass! Oh no! You know I gotta make this comment. God damn it, it would be a woman. Oh my god. How the fuck? Bro is gone with that shit, too. He's gone.
Yeah.
Bro. Oh, that I would not want to be in the debriefing room when they sit there and talk about that shit, dude. Oh my god, that's got to be so embarrassing. Oh my god, that's got to be embarrassing. You know what's even more fucked about that? I just realized there's a good chance that her CB that she has on her is connected to that car. So she can't even radio in and let anybody know that she just got carjacked. They don't know. Because usually when you've got the individual CBs, there's like an antenna inside of the car itself that disperses the radio. It's like a mini disperser. So that that's her trying to use the radio. She can't get it. She can't get it. Oh, she got it. Dude, you know she's a problem. You know she's a fucking problem. They already know who it is. What a joke.
I might need other units out here.
Some people, even if they can get past all the things, they just don't need to be police officers. They just don't. Going 126, brother. God.
I just got T-boned. They rammed me. I blocked the gate. And a Porsche flying out hit me.
Bro, that guy could have ditched that car anytime and gotten away. That was his biggest mistake right there. If I was that guy, I'd have gotten far enough away to make sure that I could have gotten away. They would have never know who did it. What an idiot, brother. What a fucking fool. Oh, no, he lost control of the fucking car! Damn, bro! Holy shit! I hope the person in that Prius is okay. Oh, dude.
Hey, let me see your fucking hands! We're at Dundee and Ela. Dundee and Ela. You know, we need units here. And then another vehicle. We got somebody in the woods. Somebody in the woods. That's what we need units here. And then another vehicle. We got somebody in the woods. Subject in the woods.
Is he still trying to run?
Hey, let me see your fucking hands!
Oh my god, there's no way!
Let me see your hands!
You realize he just made impact with that Prius going at 66 miles an hour? How the hell is he even, like...
I think it's a stolen car. Just make sure, stay back, I know they're armed. All right.
So they've all pretty much wrecked right now, so we're chasing them all. I'll keep you updated. Don't fucking move! You hear me? Don't you fucking move! Don't move! Don't fucking move!
I was gonna say, yeah, no, there's no way he's not messed up from that. There's no way, bro.
Roll onto your stomach. Roll onto your stomach. Hey, keep your fucking hands up. Don't fucking move. You understand? Don't fucking move.
God damn. You guys, if you're gonna steal a car, the least you can fucking know is how to drive. You realize that, like, there must have been like 4 people that took a car, and like, it seems like most of them didn't know how to drive, or at least this guy didn't. You know he's gonna rat the other 3 out.
38, we got one at gunpoint. Don't move! Why are you moving, dude?
Oh, he's running. He's running.
Yeah, this is the guy. You're gonna need a fucking taste.
Ooh!
You okay?
Yep. Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you
Bro, I could not imagine. I could not imagine. I could not imagine. You know what's really sad? Is that these guys, even the other police officers, they have their guns out and they keep telling this guy not to move or they're going to shoot him. And you notice how not a single one of them opened fire. Like, seriously. He just took another police officer's car, probably just hit somebody in a Prius going 66 miles an hour and killed them. It's crazy.
Another guy that took off.
All that, and they're still too scared to shoot this guy when he's trying to run.
He did.
Just imagine if he was able to slip police and get into another police car.
They came out and stole my squad car?
The one that took your car?
Yeah.
There was a second one that went right before that. I'm on your back right now.
Oh, he about to get tased again.
I'm being told the second unit got out of the car.
Bro, that car is totaled. Here's the Prius, man. No, that's not the Prius, is it?
And now in custody. Somebody have entrapment.
Oh, sure enough, that's the Prius. Bro, look at that fucking car.
We have one suspect entrapped in the vehicle.
Oh, man, they're gonna have to bring out the fire department. Dude, look at that wheel well. Ah, dang.
There we go.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Dude, I have no clue. No one right now. Our supervisor's at Motorworks. Okay.
Oh, that was the supervisor that got his car T-boned by one of the runners.
Well, that's cool.
I need that to get back to my house. You won't need that. You're gonna be here a while, buddy. You won't need that, I promise you.
I used to be the police there. We're at the streets. Just making decisions here. Oh, who's missing? Are we missing a bad guy still with them? No, we got him.
Did you?
Picture 136.
So wait, did the same guy that ended up ramming that car, did he get dropped off to get another car and he rammed that one too?
Out of the vehicle.
Subject out of the vehicle so far.
All right, so hold on just 1 second. So just to be clear, we got one offender in the stolen car, but in custody. Right, one victim. And one victim. And then everybody else at Motorworks.
They are damn lucky that nobody died in that crash. If someone had died in that crash, dude, I would have sued the shit out of that police department. There's so many times, like the minute, because where she was standing, she could have shot through that driver's side window and killed that guy in that police car. Think about how the toll would have been on her mentally if she had gotten away and killed these 2 people.
Was anyone else with you in the squad?
Yes. Someone was in the squad with you?
Yes.
Is he in the woods here with us now?
Yes, I ain't had the wood.
We got one still at large, sounds like.
He is lucky that car slowed down the way it did before it made impact. There's that dude.
In the other woods. What? In the other woods over there.
Just that way.
Go that way.
You want to show him?
Yeah, for real. He been
For sure?
Yes.
Is he armed? Is he got a gun?
Black.
You got a gun?
He got a gun. What you wearing? He got a black hoodie, blue pants.
Let's go.
Yeah, look at that. He already ratting him out. He's already ratting him out.
Here, sit up so you can breathe, man. Just sit up like this.
We're at large, westbound, black hoodie, blue pants.
173, correction. 173, go ahead. You went this way?
Yeah. He been at the woods.
Who was he driving or were you driving?
He was driving. He been got the car when he crashed.
All right, what's wrong?
Failed dark hoodie, last seen westbound.
I got it. Go in the car. Relax.
All right, we're gonna stand up. All right, here we're gonna kind of roll aside. Get your knees onto you. Hold on. Get your feet onto you. All right, now come back up. Ready? There you go. All right, we're gonna grab it. Just hold on. I'm gonna search you one more time while you're up. Okay?
You got nothing on you, right?
Got keys down there too.
31 last time. We got enough squads here.
My keys are so too. Where the keys at? Okay.
To be good. And
say where the guys at.
All right, you got a taser probe in you, just FYI. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. We gotta go that way.
That way?
No, it's such a big slope right there.
All right, here, you got him for a second? Hold on.
Did y'all would cook him? What? Did y'all would cook him?
No.
Who y'all with?
Barrington.
Y'all would cook him there?
Who's the judge? Who close that? You're going to Cook County Jail.
Yes. Yeah. I won't be out here with these people. When he crashed, hit me in my head.
All right, we're going to get you an ambulance, but we got to get you up here, man. We called an ambulance already, okay?
Okay.
Can you get your legs on you so we can get up?
Okay.
We're like literally almost there. Look at this. Look.
Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck it. You're good. You're good.
Almost there, bro. Let me grab my squad. He's gonna need an ambulance too, but you don't need an ambulance?
Yeah, we're gonna get you checked out regardless. Hello? Have they called you yet? We got a major show. You gotta come in. We got one squad crash. We got one guy in custody at least. Multiple one civilian that was involved in the crash.
we're going to shut down.
Looking for 2 more guys running around town. Hey, can you guys shut this down?
At Harrington and Chesapeake.
Hey, you okay? Wake up, bro. Busy? What's your name?
According to the police report, a review of Motorworks' surveillance footage revealed that 5 to 7 offenders stole many key fobs and began stealing luxury vehicles at 6 in the morning. They were in the middle of stealing their second round of cars when police arrived. 27-year-old Tavarius Jackson was charged with 2 counts of aggravated possession of a stolen vehicle, criminal damage to property, aggravated battery to a peace officer, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. A second suspect, 23-year-old Lamont Jackson, was arrested 2 miles south of Motorworks after crashing the second Mercedes that fled the lot. He was charged with aggravated fleeing and eluding and possession of a stolen motor vehicle. Both suspects were held on a $100,000 bond, and both suspects were on parole for prior felony convictions. According to the Illinois Department of Corrections, Tavarius received a 4-year prison sentence for 2 counts of burglary and 3 counts of possessing a stolen vehicle. He was released April 2025 and is on parole through spring of 2026. Lamont received 5 years for burglary, aggravated reckless driving, and possession of a stolen vehicle, and is currently serving his time at Pinckneyville Correctional Center. According to the police report, the black Porsche was never located. In all, 5 people sustained injuries in 4 separate crashes caused by the group of thieves, and all involved have made a full recovery.
Hell yeah, they made a full recovery.
For seconds, same lot, same plan, and same arrogance. But that's not a random crime.
Dude. You know what's really sad? Is there people that do this kind of shit and they get away with it? That no, they don't get away with it. They get caught, but then they just get released later. It's such bullshit. It's such bullshit. All right, we are rolling out of here for the day. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching the stream. We'll be on tomorrow, bright and early. It'll be a little bit easier to get on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Try to put a smile on someone's face. And we'll be back on tomorrow, boys. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.
Wow.